Hello traders, this is Rich from tradesight. This is a look at our market leading stocks for non-farm Friday. That's the non-farm payroll number Friday, coming out 6/6/2014. We have a fairly strong day to the upside today with some divergences that we're going to talk about in the preview tonight, so be sure to check back a little bit later and listen to that. But let's go over the individual stocks right now. Right now in the NASDAQ patch, we're lining up with a little bit of a downward bias. Got some RPS signals here. SanDisk is setting up pretty well, and that one's actually got a little bit of a volume bump. Again, about another half an hour's worth of trading, so we definitely could qualify for a full volume bump there on the SanDisk. So watch that for short today. MetLife had an RPS yesterday, set up pretty nicely. That one worked. So keep an eye on those, especially with the tape in this condition. Got contra candles setting up in Apple, and we've got one setting up in Biogen. Got a volume bump in Broadcom, but no signal with that one. And we've got a big volume bump and a huge open-close deviation brewing right now in Amazon. Moving on to the financials, kind of the same situation here. We've got a fair amount of downside signals. Got a bunch of RPS signals and one contra candle. There's no CPS signals, obviously, because we're fairly strong to the upside. Well, one thing here is we don't really have any volume bumps yet, but we are seeing some volume creep into a couple names. JP Morgan's trading decent volume, as is Citigroup and ICE. ICE might be one to watch tomorrow. There was a little news on that today. We'll see if that can do something for us tomorrow. Moving on to the energy patch. Arch Coal ACI's got an upside CPS, so does CHK. CHK's having a strong day, and that one's got the better volume out of most of these traders today. Moving on to the market generals, really paired off here. Not a lot of signals either way, so there's no real bias. And unfortunately, we don't have any real deviations to dig into. Caterpillar is having a pretty strong day, decent volume relative to the others. Look how light this volume is. So right now the market's making new highs on this move, new highs in the year on very, very light volume, which is I think probably the key takeaway here. Here's a look at the housing names. A little bit of volume in NVR. That one's got a contra candle. Hovnanian's got an upside RPS and fairly decent volume. No real bias. We're kind of paired off both sides. A little bit of follow through today in dry ships. That was real strong yesterday on news, but no signal with that one. CSX has an upside CPS, good volume, and a nice push above today's open. So keep an eye on that for tomorrow. If on the commodity patch, a couple of buys here. Newmont, Monsanto, upside CPSs. Got a downside RPS setting up in double G. That was real strong 2 days ago, and is perhaps leveling off here a little bit. So keep an eye on that one. All right, folks. Well, good luck tomorrow with the non-farm number, and we'll see you next week. As always, this has been Rich for tradesight. Thanks for listening.